Hello, everybody. I'm George. I'm a gratefully recovering member of Under Earners Anonymous. And what I'm doing here now is just addressing this to those people who have an interest in the unity conversation. And what I'll do is I'll start off by saying that I wrote a chapter on unity in UA back in 2019, I wrote a letter to the GSR committee regarding my thoughts on UA. Then I included that in the book that I wrote last year called Hitting Bottom in UA. And so what I'll do real briefly now is kind of show uh, that particular chapter. So here I'm going to show that chapter here, Unity. Here it is, Unity. It's chapter 6 of the Hitting Bottom in UA book. And I'll just go ahead and read this and go down a page or so and just kind of get you into where we're going with this. A common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon UA unity. I originally got involved with Unity, the issues of Unity back in June of 2019. An email that I sent to the GSR committee explains it all to all UA group service representatives and other parties interested in UA World Services from George M. GSR for the Prosperity Express gratitude meeting Fridays at noon Eastern Standard Time. Subject response to a nomination not seconded that placed my name before the GSR committee for consideration for the position of GSR committee chair in May of the GSR meeting, in the May GSR meeting. Um, I was quite surprised and greatly honored to be called out at our last meeting by S, and that was actually Shari Lynn. For those that keep it, this is keep it quiet and keep it confidential. Who's seemed to think I would make a suitable candidate for consideration as the chairperson for the General Service Representative Committee. Thank you very much, Shari Lynn, and others who encouraged me to consider serving as chair. Since that meeting, I have been in some serious prayer and meditation as to how I need to proceed. I'll first share that UA has made a profound difference in my life. I've been involved in 12-step recovery more than 35 years prior to joining UA. But UA has taken my recovery to a whole new and undreamt of level of healing. I could happily remain an active member of my home group and serve as GSR for that group without needing to get any more deeply involved in UA World Service. As I contemplated what I should do, I reread the traditions as discussed in the 12 and 12, read the UA Service Manual, which contained Bill W.'s history of how and why AA developed its concepts of world service, and finally stumbled upon a good summary of our own UA literature. Pages 5 of 6 from the document sent out last year is UA Service Structure Pamphlet 2.1 point PDF. I italicized 3 words for further discussion. Just as the 12 steps are God's for personal recovery and the 12 traditions are God's for group unity, the 12 concepts are God for world service. These concepts serve as a path for 12-step work on a world service level and show how the UA groups, the World Service Conference, and the Under Earners Anonymous General Service Board work together to carry recovery in UA to the still suffering under earner. Now I'm reading all this, and it's probably kind of distracting a little bit from where I'm going, but here I'll be getting down into the gist of it here in just a minute. I've singled out 3 concepts: personal recovery, unity, and service. For further comment, I have for some time been aware that our current UA logo, which represents our community not only to the world but to ourselves also as a community, does not include the words unity or service. And in regard to recovery, we see a redundancy in the use of the word prosperity and abundance. Prior to last year's World Service Conference, it became obvious to me that some of the problems we are having as a community may due to the fact that we have an inadequate vision of what our culture is all about. I need to mention that my degree was in advertising from the University of Florida, and have always had an eye for these issues that affect an organization's public relations. Getting clear about the shape of a conversation the community is having is fundamental to how an organization functions. It seems to me that before UA can grow in unity and service and into its full potential, that we must take responsibility for how we present our message in visual form. The question is this how we want the world to see us? Is this how we want to see ourselves? And I'll just stop right there because people ask me, well, how are you going to start this conversation? How are we going to start this conversation? And maybe the place we need to start, first of all, as people coming together here, talking about a vision for unity. Now, I need to stop here for a second and say I'm inviting people to come into this meeting. I'll be sending you the link to the website and with these videos on it. And the question is, are you interested in unity? And if you're interested in unity, are you willing to take responsibility for unity? In other words, I've taken responsibility. I said, okay, I'm going to take responsibility for unity. And so the question is, are you willing to dig in and really get down to the basics? Are you willing to take responsibility? In other words, really get in and this is not about the politics of ending the division that's going on, the laws and the whatever, the money that's being spent doing different things. This is about, are we willing to become the kind of fellowship that we need to be in order to, at the core, be united. And so one of the things maybe we need to talk about first would be vision. Now, there's other things that need to be talked about too. We need to probably read through Bill Wilson's unity statement. Um, Maybe we also need to also completely read through this chapter on unity, that everything that I've said to say about unity, and also the rest of the Hitting Bottom and UA book. I refer back and over again to the issues related to unity and UA, how Bill Wilson had to deal with the disunity that was inherent in early AA with all these self-centered alcoholics out there running all their groups the way they wanted to run them. And so these are some of the things that I'm thinking about. I've already had a conversation with one man about how do you actually come together and frame this conversation. One of the things I was thinking that we needed to have, recorded videos like I'm doing right now, and be willing to come in here. I mean, you may be willing to show your face or not, or maybe able to show your name or not, but come in and actually come into the room and say, okay, I'm willing to take responsibility for unity, and I'm willing to engage in the conversation and actually say, here are my thoughts about this, and actually have those thoughts be recorded. So these are the things that come to mind as I began to put together this first video. This is just kind of off the top of my head, and I said, okay, I'll do this. I'll put this on the website, and link to, send you a link to the website and have you watch this video, and then the rest of the videos I do will be put up on the website one by one. As the thoughts come to me, I'll write out what needs to be written out, and include whatever material that needs to be posted on the website so we all have access to it. Anyway, I'll just stop right here and just say, God, thank you for allowing us to feel more than enough, prosperous, and getting a great, abundant return of the day. Good job, uh, UA members, responsible Unity Committee members who are still yet to come. I'm proud of us. And that's more God's success than ours. Thank you.